Hello, hello, successful souls. It is Successful Sunday here in the Spiritual Success Sorority. We've been having the best week ever. As you're coming in, come say hi. So we are using a special platform today called StreamYard. I absolutely love it because we're going to be hosting some guests today. I can't necessarily see who is commenting, but I can see your comments. So make sure you leave your comments. Megan's also here. She's going to be tagging a lot of you, answering a lot of your questions. And make sure that if you have questions or anything, just put it here. I'll always go back. Like if you haven't noticed already, I'm going back through all the homework threads. I'm going back through all the different feeds, and I'm here to respond to every question that you have. So as you're coming in, make sure you say hi. Let us know how your Successful Sunday's going. And remember, that post is up. That post is such the best post. I love Successful Sunday because here in this group, it's really always about celebrating all of your wins, the little, the small, the big. This is a safe haven group where you're allowed to cheer each other on and actually share your wins. You ever, get a new client and go tell somebody, they're like, yeah, I don't want to hear about it. I got all this stuff going on my life. No, not here. Not here. Not up in here, right? We are here to support each other and to cheer each other on. And what a successful Sunday it is. We have come so far along. You guys are crushing your meditation. Just the energy you've been bringing for this workshop has been amazing. And honestly, that's a huge success. So kudos to everybody who's still here that really has been committed to it. A bunch of shout outs. You guys are rocking it, right? You've been connecting with Megan. Remember, if you haven't yet, she's a resource for you. She's here to help you catch up on the videos. She's here to handpick particular podcast episodes for you. She's here to bounce ideas around and answer all your questions. And for many of you, you're considering the Spiritual Success Program. Fantastic. Honestly, we have many of you already joining, which is amazing. They're getting set up on their orientation calls right now, their welcome calls. They are getting all of their worksheets for the program. They're getting into the special Facebook group for the clients that are going to be in there. And we're ready to be getting started soon. Because as you know, on Tuesday at midnight, all of the videos from the worksheet will be coming down, right? And we know why. It's because I love you and I'm keeping you accountable to make sure that you get the work done and catch up and make the most of your time. Again, as a CEO, your time is your biggest asset. You need to be strict with it, disciplined with it, so you can achieve all those levels of success, right? And it doesn't matter if you're not a CEO of your business, you're still a CEO of your life. You call the shots. You are the visionary. You are the person who is going to make it or break it, right? So I want to make sure you're holding yourself accountable. And on Tuesday, they will be coming down. Now, important things to know about Tuesday is that one, this is going to be a closed group, right? So the Spiritual Success is not going to be having open enrollment. It is going to be until Tuesday that you're in or you're out. Okay. So really think about it. If you need clarity, if you're not quite sure about something, that's why you can connect with Megan. She's there to answer a lot of your questions. And also I'm taking your phone calls. I'm available all day. I'm here for you. I want to make sure you feel good about your decision and that all of your questions are answered. Monday and Tuesday, I will be available to connect with you either via Zoom, which I love because I love, face-to-face interaction, and then also on phone. So I'm here for you. Want to make sure I'm answering your questions. Anything that you need, I'm here to help, right? And then also on Tuesday, I want to make it known that we will be taking a permanent price increase. So currently right now, the monthly payment for the Spiritual Success is $550 a month for 6 months. It will be going up to $600 starting Tuesday at midnight, Eastern Standard Time, that is, okay? Just so you know, if it's a little bit after 12:01, 12:02 is going into action, okay? Again, I'm a woman of my word and I want to hold you accountable, okay? So if you need support, if you need clarity, that's why I'm here. I'm reaching out to you. Let me paint that picture. Let me show you exactly how we can customize your experience working in spiritual success. Talk about the goals that you have planned for yourself and really talk about how we can hold you accountable and work with you to make sure that you are experiencing that. And I can't say it enough. We're going to talk about it when you hear from my clients today, but spirituality and success is so much more than just business and finances. And yes, that is so enjoyable and fun too, but it's really having, health and wellness. It's about achieving, amazing relationships, not just, romantic ones, but with your clients and with yourself. That's where it's so important. It always starts with yourself. So congratulations. Again, big shout out to those of you who have said yes to yourself already. Right? I want to welcome Katie. I know Katie was here. Who else is joining? If you're ready to claim your spot, you already know it. You can say, I'm in, right? Say, I'm in. And I can't wait to, be working with you. Again, Tanya, congratulations. I know she's joining us in the Spiritual Success Sorority in the group and the program as well. Again, so what Megan's going to be doing, she's posting the link. It'll be here and available for you. When you're on the sales page, all you have to do is go down to the very bottom and where it says I'm in, and you're going to put your name, your email address, and you're going to select whether or not you're going to be doing a payment plan or a pay in full. Again, pay in full. I love doing pay in fulls, right? Because what you put out there is what you come back. You're going to get 10% off when you do the pay in full, which is a significant savings. But also, you're going to make sure that you are getting the guided meditation, which is not going to be offered here in the group or to, all the clients. Again, I don't want you to rely on guided, but it is a great tool to get started with. So that is for somebody who's saying yes to themselves, really claiming their spot and saying, I'm ready to rock and roll. I want to treat you, right? So that's part of that. The other thing is too, that you will be getting a one-on-one session with me, a half-hour breakdown. Now, everybody in the group is going to be getting a one-on-one session halfway through to really make sure that we are getting evaluation, that you're happy with your progress, that we understand what the path is that we're going to continue with, and also feedback from me, and to make sure that you are getting structure, strategy, and support, and that one-on-one time too. A group is a wonderful way to learn. You're going to have other like-minded women who are, really taking this serious, supporting you every step of the way. But it is nice to get one-on-one time a little bit too, to really be able to get that clear, understanding. So that's me offered. But with the Pay in Full one-on-one, it's free game. It's not just going to be following the structure. It's going to be, this is what I need support on. This is what I talk about. And me just really helping to use my intuitive gifts to help really paint the picture for you and what it's going to look like. Okay, so enough of that. I know you all know. If you're in, let us know. We want to celebrate with you. Today's Sunday. I enjoy champagne on Sundays, right? So I will toast to you and your success. But in the meantime, I don't want to be up here again. I don't like talking about stuff that I think you want to hear. I like to talk about stuff I know you want to hear. But also, let's not just hear from me, right? I'm very excited that some of my clients and my colleagues have volunteered. They volunteered. How nice are they to come up here and really share some of their stories? So before we, get in, I just want to say thank you again for everybody for being here. Any questions that you have for our clients, you can put them in here. I'm sure Angela will be happy to hop back in here and just see anything that comes up. But yeah, we're going to introduce Angela. I'm going to have her join us now. And there she is. Hi, Angela. Well, successful souls. I'd like for you to meet Angela. Angela, say hello to all the successful souls.
Hello, successful souls. How are you today?
Isn't that fun to say? I love saying that.
I love it.
All right, so this is super fun. Angela is not only a friend of mine, but she is, just one of the most amazing souls that I know. She is a hard worker, and she's had so much success. We noticed when we were testing this out that there seems to be a little bit of staticky, but you know what? Imperfect action, we're just going to go with it. And we already agreed. There's just too much energy. There's just too much energy. So we're going to roll with it. And I hope you guys are patient with us and can understand. Angela, so tell everybody about what you do. Like, what is your career? What are you currently doing? We're excited to hear.
Well, I started my career as a special education teacher. And then, I loved it so much, but moved into a new role. So for about the last 9 years, I've been a school counselor in a high school.
Amazing. And honestly, like I said, it's so funny because when you connect to your intuition, it really helps in so many different ways. And I realize a lot of the clients that I work with helping and serving other people, because naturally that is what your intuitive gifts guide you to do. So even though I have a huge sales background, I remember the sales is really about creating that transformation. And what better way are you helping to serve and transform people's lives than with, special education and guidance counseling? So I think that's amazing. Now, Angela, tell us a little bit about your family life. I think this is really important for people to hear. So you happen to have a kiddo or two or three or four. How many?
Five.
5 beautiful babies. And how old are they now?
So they range in age from the youngest is 3 and the oldest is 17.
17. You have diapers and graduations all happening at the same time. I love it. Fantastic. Cool. So that's interesting, right? Because a lot of people are like, I don't have time. I am too busy. The world will fall down if I'm not present with everybody all the time. But not Angela. No. You do not have that excuse, everybody. So make sure that's not yours, right? I want to put that out there. And it's funny, when Angela and I were working together, we were talking about, okay, I got 5 kids, Cynthia. Like, where am I supposed to do this? Well, we didn't make that an obstacle either, because it's not an obstacle, it's an opportunity. And I'm so excited for Angela to talk about how she actually created space to make sure that she held herself accountable to actually get a disciplined meditation. So, Angela, where is your favorite place to meditate in your room, in your home?
I've tried everywhere. I've gone outside, I've gone into the basement, I've gone to the office, but I found my little spot right in the back of my closet.
Yes, in her Harry Potter style. I love it. No, and honestly, she posted pictures. Remember during the pep rally? You can go back to that. We talked about, where's the place that you meditate? Share a picture. It's really fun to be interactive. We'd love to still see those. If you have pictures you want to show them. We want to see. But Angela created space in her closet. That's what I'm saying. How are you limiting yourself? What stories are you telling yourself that you can't have this, you won't achieve this, you won't get it done? look at people who are doing it. And Angela's an amazing example. We're going to hear about her story about the successes she's had from getting the discipline meditation. But guys, she does it in her closet. And the thing is, it's gorgeous. She has an ottoman. She has beautiful posters. She's got her crystals up in there. Man, I wish I had a closet your size, but it is awesome. Like, I'm so proud of you for just saying, like, you know what? I'm not going to get distracted. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm actually going to create space. And that's a huge part of spiritual journey, is making room and actually prioritizing and not making excuses and getting done your side of the bargain in order to be able to receive. So kudos to you. I think that's fabulous. Okay. So, yep, she has 5 kids and she meditates in her closet, y'all. She also uses her intuitive gifts in her career, right? So let's talk a little bit about the different, things that we have started to notice after we started meditating. Actually, before the little signs, I want to talk about something that I think is so inspirational. It's something that you and I have in common. And I know meditation had a big part, but I want you to celebrate, because again, here is a huge place where we cheer each other on. Tell me about something that's very, exciting to share that you had as far as your physical wellness. What has happened recently?
So recently, it took about a year, but I lost 70 pounds with my focused meditation and just being present and being there, so it really, really, really helped me along my journey. It's something that I've struggled with, throughout my life. But once I got that focus, it just came off, and it was just, eating healthy wasn't a chore anymore. It just felt natural. I love it.
Awesome. Oh, so if you notice, my DMs are going crazy because I'm hearing from all of you in the group. So I'm sorry, I don't know how to quiet it. But again, that's part of this imperfect action. If you didn't hear her clearly, Angela just said she lost 70 pounds. Do you guys understand what that is? 70 pounds. That is like 3 of your 3-year-olds. That's a lot. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say, because I had that journey too. And she's like, oh, it took a year. A year? That's nothing in the scheme of it. And really, it's about getting in alignment. And that's what I mean about success being so much more than just finances and business. That part is fun, but that's what the world says success is. How do you define success? Holy shit, that's successful. Okay. 70 pounds is a huge part. Like you said, it just got more fun. It just seems more enjoyable, because that's where you're supposed to be. And when you raise your vibration in meditation, you get to these higher frequencies where you need to take on, you need to be more clear channel, and you need to be stronger physically. So that's a natural part of it. And I think that's so impressive for you to share that. Okay. So besides losing 70 pounds, we'll just brush that off lately. What are the other cool things that have been happening since you really disciplined your meditation and we've been working together on that?
So one of the first things that I noticed was I would have this noise in my ears, and I've gone to ENTs, and they're kind of like, well, you're okay, everything's good. And I'm like, I didn't know what was going on. But the more I focused, that was one of the first things that really started in my meditation, was that clairaudience, that I'm like, I know what this, I had that feeling. I'm not quite sure what it is. And of course, those are one-on-one discussions that we had when we had our meetings, but what is this? What's going on? But that is really one of the first things that I was able to, be like, this is real. This is energy. I can feel it. I know it, and listening to it and knowing that it's part of that intuition, but I just love when we had those conversations, because I was like, I called Cynthia up. I'm like, what is going on? What is this? And it's amazing. But that is one of the first things that I definitely noticed when I started meditating.
Now, what's funny is she says it's one of the first things after working together that you notice. So as in first thing, how soon was it that you started experiencing it?
Oh, it was after the first meditation. I mean, it was instant, just could connect with that. And I knew oh, I know what this is now. It's it wasn't foreign anymore. That's the only way I can explain it.
Yeah. It's funny. That was definitely one of my first gifts too, when I started really becoming disciplined with my meditation, by connecting with my intuition. We'll talk about all the different they call it clairs. It's your other senses other than your physical senses. So if you're not familiar, she's saying she's experiencing her clairaudience. And that basically means you start to hear energy. You can hear frequencies. And for you, I think it's the same way. It was kind of like a high pitch, right? It's kind of like that. It's a little like a ringing. At first, you're like, what is wrong? Do I have water in my ear? But no, the thing is, you're becoming aware. You're expanding your awareness, and you're giving attention to to the fact that you actually have control and that you are working with the universe. You're not just sitting here and just like being like just floating along. You're actually in tune with it. And so when you got the ringing of the ears, we actually kind of noticed it would happen at certain times. Can you tell us about like why you think you were getting, again, I'm not here to tell Angela why. I'm here to help her understand what's happening within her to realize why. So the ringing happened at particular times for you, and what did that signify for you?
It was kind of like, pay attention to this, or you kind of get that gut feeling, like just be aware of what's going on around you. It's almost like, I don't want to say it's a warning bell, but just a little, hey, pay attention there. Are you with me? Look at everything that's going around. And I know you discussed in your live a few days ago about synchronicities. I mean, that was something that was just there. I mean, and they kind of appeared hand in hand, but just, being more aware, being present. And, that's so important just in my personal life, in my professional life. I mean, you can use this just for every aspect of what's going on.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about the synchronicity. So again, synchronicities they're always in front of you. When you ask, you shall receive. Or are you walking around like this to the signs? It's about training your brain to be like, no, I'm paying attention to just, myself right now and what's happening, that you live daily in that same mindset. So you start seeing things that are always there, but you were never paying attention to them before. And the universe is always showing you breadcrumbs to the right opportunity. Yes, this is the thing you should say. You never doubt yourself anymore. You make quick decisions. This is the answer because I asked for it and I was clearly shown it. I'm not going to second guess myself. Maybe I'm trying. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna figure it out. Heck yeah, I'm saying yes. I asked for this and it's clearly in front of me. So what are some of the synchronicities that you noticed right away? Do you remember any of them or anything that you're experiencing lately?
I guess because I have a lot of connection to different people, because, I work with different teachers and students and family. Like I would just kind of think, for example, I can give you professionally, I would be in my office and I'm thinking of a student. I'm like, I really need to contact them. And like, boom, they show up at my door. Or, I'm thinking of someone and then, the phone rings or you get a text message so I feel like that's, because I'm such a people person and I work with so many different people, I feel like a lot of my synchronicities were connections and energies with people. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny too, this is going way back, but I mean, being intuitive for me, and this isn't for everybody, I remember I was able to really heighten my energy so much that I could actually kind of communicate with those who have left us and gone into spirit, right? And her grandmother, guys, is around her so much that I can tell, that after working with her, that she's there all the time. And she started showing you little signs too, after we learned how to become aware. And if anything's successful, that's successful. To be reminded all the time that our loved ones are still with us and be open to that opportunity. That's a huge part of it too. But I remember she's one of the strongest personalities I've ever connected with, and she's always with you, which is fantastic. Okay, so we have the synchronicities. We're getting the clairaudience. We're losing 70 pounds. We are making our whole entire, we're making our space. We're saying we're going to get it done so you can receive it. Tell me about what are you looking forward to? What are you looking forward to as you continue to develop your intuition, as you continue to experience success, as you continue to really see discipline in your meditation?
I'm looking forward to just making, staying on that path, just being open to wherever things lead you and just being aware and also trusting. I mean, there's one thing to get the hits. It's one thing to feel the intuition, but to trust it and go for it and go with it. And that's something that I think we can just all continuously work on.
Yeah. It's funny. Our next guest that's going to be joining us, her name's Heather. She and I was actually interviewed on her podcast this week, but we were talking a lot about the maturity of intuition. So when you first become awakened, what happens is you're just so excited, like, holy crap, I got a sign. Oh my God, I'm getting a ringing. Oh my God, I thought of that and it actually happened. That you're just like shocked. It's like being a little baby. Like everything is exciting. Everything is interesting. You want to go say hi to everybody that you connect with. But as you become more mature with it, it's almost like those little signs. You're like, but of course, Spirit's talking to me. Of course, I'm aligning with what I'm supposed to be. You don't get shocked anymore. You're like, no, this is just what it feels like to be in alignment always. And it's not about like sharing with people, hey, I did this. Guess what happened? You will be freaked out. It was like magic. No, it's like, of course it's magic. It's how it always is. And what happens is that maturity ends up being, how do I use this now to serve others? How do I use this now to be more present and to actually get all these things that I wanted to accomplish done. So it's funny, but yeah, like you said, you're excited to see it keep going, and that trust is going to happen. But that's exactly the part of seeing it through that I'm talking about. So that's really cool. Let's talk about actually working in the program. I want to remind everybody kind of like, it's really about accountability. Accountability is the reason why we're all not, like I say, millionaires on the beach with six-pack abs, right? Like, it's because we need to make sure we're doing the work, and it's hard, it's easy to fall off. We're human. We do slip sometimes, and I'm a human too, right? I mean, there's been times where I'm like, I didn't, go to the gym as much as I should. I didn't put as much into my business that day because I wanted to do like, it's all about balance. But how was the accountability aspects of the program helpful for you, as far as the daily check-ins, as far as your calendar that you had to record your notes on, and then also just having those self-evaluations and the one-on-one time with me to really keep you on track? Can you speak to that a little bit so everybody can hear?
Oh, that part's just phenomenal. I mean, and that's something that, I mean, you can read books, and, there's plenty of out there on the internet, and there's tons of wonderful information out there. I mean, don't get me wrong, but to have someone that you have to be accountable to besides yourself, because I mean, being accountable to yourself is, that's number one, but just having someone there to back you, to support you, but to push you, like, hey, I remember, like, Angela, did you journal? And I'm like, okay. No, I didn't do it today, but that makes me want to be better. So, hey, we have to do it now, stay with it, keep going. And it's like almost having that cheerleader, but that cheerleader that's going to make sure you get it done. And that's what I enjoyed most about the program. It was that daily check-in. It was that those conversations that we have, or, hey, what do you think about this? Bouncing ideas off of, and also the group, bouncing ideas off of like-minded individuals. I mean, that was just wonderful. I enjoyed every part of that.
Yeah, you were so active too, and people loved your feedback. Like, it wasn't just me talking here, guys. You're going to learn from the other women in the group and how they support you, and it's a big part of the journey. And the funny part is, she's right. And I think you all know, you got a little taste of me now, I am your biggest cheerleader. I can see your potential. But the thing is, because I can see it, I want to hold you to it. So as much as I love you, I am known for shaking you with love. And I also kick you in your hiney if you're not doing it. Because you signed up. You said yes to yourself. So I have to say yes to you too. And it's a give and take. But it's kind of like that movie Taken. I will hunt you down and find you.
Yes, you will. That is the truth.
I will find you. I don't take no, okay? I don't take excuses. I don't like them. And honestly, it's because I don't make them for myself. And I think that's so important. If you're going to be a leader, and if you're going to be somebody that says they're teaching, you better be leading by example, right? And so, and every person in this group is a leader. You all are here because you're claiming success. And that means success in your community, in your home, and in your personal life. And you are all leaders. I'm telling you, if you're in this group and you've been so committed to this, there's a reason for that. You guys can see I accidentally did a little sneak peek. Heather's in the waiting room. We'll get to her. So Angela, I wanted to say too, like, obviously the group support and everything was amazing, but was there anything particular about me that you really enjoyed about working with me that you can share with everybody?
I love your energy. I mean, that's the number one thing, is that it's genuine, it's real, and it's not fake. It's a genuine concern and caring for other people, and it comes through.
Thank you.
That's my takeaway from it. You can have a teacher, but if your teacher doesn't care, then you're not going to learn. So, I mean, and I know that from the profession that I am, you have to care about the people that you're teaching first. And I genuinely believe that about you, and that you want to give the best, and you want everyone to be the best version of themselves.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, that's really what it's about. It's really what it's about. Like, you are here to help other people. And you know what's funny, Angela? You have been my client for over a year now. But it doesn't matter. Like, if you're with me, it's not like, bye, see you, it's done. Right. Like, we've been through deaths in my family, deaths in your family. We've gone through weddings. We've gone through children being born. We've gone through this journey together, because the spiritual journey is never ending. It's always pushing yourself. And everything you want is really, again, about just getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. And when one of us slips, we're here to lift each other up. It's all the time, right? Once part of this group, you're always part of this group, really. I mean, that relationship never fades. So, wow. Oh my gosh. Like, you have me like in tears. Thank you so much for your time on this successful day. I appreciate you so much. And honestly, like, you're going to see it through. We've acknowledged it. We embraced it. We created the space. We're getting those results, and it just gets better and better. It gets better and better. So Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to have you hop off, but I appreciate you so much. Have a great day.
You too.
Yay. Everybody say bye, Angela.
Bye, successful souls.
All right. I see her in the waiting room. I'm going to get her here on now. Everybody, I'd love for you to meet Miss Heather Ellis Shea. There
hey
she
guys.
is. Hi, beautiful. Right now. I'm really lucky. I get to see a bunch of you this week. I saw you. This is our third time connecting.
That's right. I know. It's amazing.
Yeah, I was telling everybody earlier that you hosted me on your podcast, and that was such a fun, like, intimate conversation. And I love your energy, Heather. Like, we have so much fun together. So tell everybody a little bit about what you do, because I think it's mind blowing what you do in your business.
Yeah. So, well, first off, I'm so happy to be here with you today, Cynthia. It's an honor to be invited to talk about everything that includes spirituality and success. I think that you are embodying that so beautifully in the space. And so just from the minute I met you, I was like, first of all, I was like, oh my God, she lives in the same city as me. Cynthia and I both live in Jacksonville. And I was like, I'm girl crushing, like so excited to be able to meet you in person. So yeah, it's just an honor. It's an honor to be here with you and other like-minded souls who really are tapped into the truth of what it is to define success on our own terms and grow in a way that is really right for each person. So why I'm so excited to be here and chat with you today is that's really kind of what I'm up to in my business. You can see it right above my head. My company is called Atmana and Atmana Coaching Academy. And what I spend my time doing is really training and empowering emerging intuitive coaches on how to really master the art of becoming a coach. And success, defining success and really being in touch with what that means, I think, for us is a huge part of the work, I think, for all of us on this path. So I just love what you're doing. And I think I told you this when we met up before. I love the way you're approaching it because it's so real.
Yes, thank you.
It's so real. Yeah.
No, it's funny because girl crush, it's so funny. Like we just immediately we found each other and it was like there's no such thing as coincidence, right? And it's so nice to be again with other successful women who really are sharing their message. And intuition, like we said, is in the beginning. I was just talking about, I'm not sure if you heard, we had a discussion about the maturity of intuition, of how in the beginning it's like, oh my God, I get a sign. Like, oh my God, it's so magical. Guys, you're not gonna believe me. I know I sound crazy, but no, it just becomes like, oh, of course, but of course. This is my life. Of course, the universe works with me because I am part of the universe, and it's just a two-way relationship. And so I think it was fun that we were talking about that. You know what's other interesting thing that you asked me that nobody's asked me before on an interview was we talk a lot about like the black cat, right? That's one of my things I'm known for. Like, how do you label things? How are you labeling it? Is it good or is it bad? It's neither, right? It's just is what it is. And you asked me, well, Cynthia, in one word, what comes to your mind when you hear the word success? And do you remember what you said? Do you remember what you said?
I said success is a choice, and you said success is mine.
Success is mine. That was the first thing that came to me because it is. I claim it. I own it. It is mine. I say yes to myself. There is no other way. There's no blockages. I claim it. And I was really fun because I didn't even think about that before. And as soon as you said it, that's your truth. Like that's what success is when you own it and you don't have to question it. It's free to everybody. It's just being able to be clear-minded enough to feel that. And I think that was a really fun conversation. So as soon as that podcast comes out, by the way, we're going to make sure we blow it up in here so everybody can hear it.
Yeah. It's one of those conversations about success that I think women need to start having more. And I think that's true whether you are a businesswoman or whether you are on your own personal spiritual journey, whatever reason that's bringing you to a coach like Cynthia, it doesn't matter. We are all trying to live a successful life. And I was speaking with another friend of mine. She's a, high producing, multiple, 6-7 figure businesswoman. And what she said to me, this was months ago that she said this to me, but you are embodying it. She said, women don't give themselves permission to admit what they actually want. We won't give ourselves permission to say, yeah, I actually do desire success on my own terms, and it is mine, and I'm not going to apologize for that. And I can do it, and I can say what that is. So, I think no matter how you're showing up in the world, one of the things I love about you, Cynthia, is that you do embody that, and it's really helped me. It's reminded me of what it is to receive help and support from another woman who is very skilled in that area, right? I'm a total master at what I do. I've told you this, like, Atmana is the greatest life coaching academy for spiritually focused in the world, period, hands down. I know that, but I also need help. Yeah. I also need support. I also need to find a strong woman to lean on and to say, help me. I need accountability. I need a shoulder to cry on. I need somebody to come and have a moment of self-doubt and, and my what the hell am I doing moments. Like, there's no moment in your life when you aren't feeling that. Because if you're a person who's oriented towards growth, particularly spiritual growth, you're always 1 foot outside of your comfort zone going, holy shit, what am I about to do? Mm-hmm. And so the big blessing, I think, in meeting you is it's rare that you find someone that's firing on all cylinders. I'm firing on all fucking cylinders. I don't need anybody to like put, Yeah. But what I do need is somebody that I can trust that gets it and that is walking in her purpose, on fire, focused, headed her way. And those are the women that are able to really hold that space for me and lift me up. So I think what's so cool about you is that you're the type of person, you're the type of coach that can get you there, right? Like you can really move the needle and get a person up and going, but you can also coach in that sustained path forward. So what's cool about you is you're the kind of coach that a person could hire and stay with. And I think you and Angela were just talking about that, but that's rare. That's rare. You know what I mean? I want to just highlight that about you because that's not true for every mentor you could hire. That's not true for every coach. And it's not something you can teach. It's something a person is. So anyway, I just like, that's why I'm girl crushing. Cause I'm like, yay, there's someone who gets it and who's in her purpose too. And that is a way shower in her way. So
there's a few things I hope our viewers are noticing that Heather did here right now. First of all, she completely owns her shit and she claims that she's the best at what she does. Everybody who is here, I guarantee you're an expert at what you do. It's just, are you understanding how to express that value and how to share that? Are you understanding how to have that bigger emerging come through? And the thing is, it's exactly like we talked about it a lot this week. We're not here to convince anyone. Heather's not convincing anybody. She knows what she's here to do. That is success. That is when you own who you are and you feel free in that. But even when you grow and you get to that point, you still are going to be scared every single day. I promise you, I do something every single day that terrifies me. And I'm not just saying like, oh, like I'm just a little nervous. No, like I'm sweating bullets, I'm blotchy, and I'm like going like this before I do it. It's not true. You guys don't know it because I own it. And I say, this isn't the feeling of being scared. This is the feeling of being successful. This is the feeling of growth. This is the feeling of me showing up and actually getting shit done, right? And it's like, the thing is, that's never going to go anywhere. So if you're nervous about saying yes to yourself, that's good. That's good. That means you're alive. That means you're not comfortable right now. The world is showing you an opportunity, but don't label it as an obstacle. It's like, say yes. Every time you say yes, you're going to get better and better and stronger and stronger. So say yes to every opportunity. Say yes to every person that wants to have a conversation come in your life, and say yes to yourself more than anything. Say yes to yourself first. That's really important, because here's the thing. You should be having mentors. If it's not me, that's totally fine. You need somebody though. And you need women in your life who are doing something similar to you. You need to be surrounding yourself around people who get it. This is the woman I surround myself by. And I'm excited we have some one-on-one work that we'll be doing in the future. And I'm sure I'm going to be coming to her for things too, because we get each other and we understand it's lonely up top. You need people who are going to surround you and who are a reflection of what you want to be achieving. Now, if people in your life right now are not doing that, and you look around and you're like, well, people are negative, or they're pulling me down, they're sucking my energy. It doesn't have to be that way. You're choosing it to be that way. Say yes to women who want to support you. And again, that's why so much of the group that in the program, Spiritual Success Program, is that community. You're not just be hearing from me. You're going to be getting support of other women who are going through the same challenges, who are looking for the same, goals, and who are looking to have success in all areas. We just talked to Angela, who lost 70 pounds. That is success. Wow. Yes. We through meditation. She has 5 children, Heather, and she created a space in her closet to meditate, because she said, I don't have excuses. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, and for you, just the success you're having in your business and just in life, that's what I mean. So I
think one of the things that, and oh my gosh, y'all. So Cynthia and I are just going to make you a solid pinky promise that we're not going to just sit here and talk for the next 3 hours, because that's exactly what we can do on these conversations, because we're so passionate about it. But one of the things that I think that I love about what you just said is, and I was just out at the beach last night, chatting with some friends about this. And 2 things. One, gone are the days where we do this alone. Those days are gone, you guys. Gone. If we think that we're going to go anywhere without someone to mentor, a peer, a colleague to share and be held like Cynthia and I do, and then a mentor above you. That's why I was saying, Cynthia, you're so unique, because you can do both. You can do peer and up. If you think you're going anywhere in life with that, you're wrong. The most successful people I know in my life are people who have literally, my mentor has 4 mentors in different silos of life. So gone are the days when doing it on our own, this whole competitive, cutthroat, that is over. It's relationship, community, love, compassion, coming together, pooling those resources. We're stronger together. So that's the way forward. And 2, I think in our culture, in our community today, it's still a little foreign, the idea to hire a coach or to hire a mentor to help us with our mindset, to help us with our soul work, to help us with our emotions. We still in our culture equate that with something being wrong with us. We're like, oh, I'm broken, I've got to go see a therapist, right? We tend to see that as a pejorative. Whereas moving into the future, we are now, I told this guy I was chatting with, he's like, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I train and certify life coaches. And he's like, oh, that's an interesting job. And I said, well, if you would have been alive 50 years ago, people would have looked at you like you were insane. If you hired a personal trainer at the gym to help you lose weight, that was nuts. People thought that was crazy. Now it's aspirational and common sense to hire somebody to help you work out your physical body. It's the same with our minds. In 10 years, everybody's going to be like, you don't have a life coach. What's wrong with you? You don't have a mentor. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you to not have one? That's where we're going with this. That's the trend. And how I know it's going to happen is, look at the state of the world. We can't do it. It's too complicated. Life is too complicated. We have too much coming at us. So that is the power of what you're offering here in the Spiritual Success Program. It's addressing a major problem that the world doesn't that we're not even able to consciously articulate yet, but yet we feel this low-grade anxiety and unease about our lives, right? We know something is off and we know we need to change, but we don't know how exactly. That's what this is. It's you hire a mentor who gets you there, just like you hire a coach to teach you how to do squats at the gym.
Yes. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So that is why I was so excited. Just to say that, release yourself of the guilt you feel for investing in yourself, or the kind of how we do that to ourselves as women, right? We try to justify, and any fellas that are on, we try to justify our investment in ourselves as if we need an excuse or a reason. I'm reason enough because I want to, that's my reason.
There's a will, there's a way, right? It's funny because as a successful woman, me being up here, I'm not like, oh, I've reached my highest and I'm on a pedestal and I'm here to teach people. No, I have 3 mentors myself. I will always have a mentor. And as a successful woman, how many are you working with right now?
I have 4.
Four. That's what I'm saying. If you don't, how do you expect to get there? We've gone it faster, quicker, better, stronger, and learn from our mistakes. And that's why I hire somebody, because I'm not the best. And there's always gonna be somebody doing it better. Yeah. That's so right. I have my mindset. I have my business. And of course I have my physical trainer, mind, body, soul. I need to keep it right, keep it tight. Okay. In all areas. Yeah. You know, it's funny too. We talked a lot about synchronicities. And like you said, we're not gonna keep everybody here today. I value your time. But a lot of synchronicities have been happening, especially this week, because right now I'm in flow, girl. I am in flow. This is my purpose. This is what I'm sent here on earth to do, is to help people, if anything, whether they work with me or not, is to get that meditation, to start considering it, to start being disciplined with it. And my biggest wish is to have them see it through. But the synchronicities that I've had are just insane this week. And one of them happened when I was with you. And it's still exciting when it happens sometimes. But my husband said to me, and you said to me on the same day, which nobody has ever used this adjective towards me, but both of you said, damn, Cynthia, you're dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, what a cool thing to be called. But I was like, you know what? I fucking am dangerous, because I walk on that line of just saying, hello, fear. Like, I accept you as part of this journey. And then I really reflected on two people. That's not normal that two people that you care about come out of the blue on the same day and call you dangerous. And I thought about it, and I agree that honestly, yes, I am dangerous, but I think it's even more dangerous to not be dangerous.
Right.
It really is. It's like, it's the saying in the nose. It's living limited. It's saying I am not accepting. And it's funny, but the thing is, we all want change, right? We all want change. We all want something bigger and better, because we can see it. And if you can see it in your mind's eye, it's real. Like, it's where is it if it's not there? It still exists. It may not be in this physical reality, but where it has to come within first to come out, because everything on the outside of you is a reflection of what's happening within. So once you get it right on the inside, it will manifest here. And that's a big part of it. But the thing is, if you want change, well, what change are you making? Like, I think it's funny during these workshops, it's a complete mirror. You see on day one, there's 450, 500 some viewers and 400 comments. Next day, there's 300. Next day, there's 200, right? There's people watching now. That's the reason, because you're the person. I'm not here to please everybody. I don't need to. I'm looking for the people who really want to be committed, who really want to get those results, who are tired of the excuses and say, you know what? I understand that if I'm going to get change, I have to make radical change. I have to change I want to see. We all know that quote, but that's a big part of it. And
and I think it's owning, like, I love what you just said about how, well, first of all, whoever is watching this, like, just let's stop for a moment, that the fact that you are here shows you something about you. This is your, what day is this? Day 7? Yeah. Like, you've been at it all week, right? So day 7. So that says something about the people watching. Like, I don't think you realize already you are the woman who can. Yeah. The question is, you can. That's like, you can do it. This whole notion of like, can I, will I don't know. Like, you can. The question is, will you? It's will I, not can I. It's will I. And I love what you just said about, you guys have heard I'm an educator, right? I'm a big, huge nerd. I'm an educator. I've already got my PhD lined up for me to go get that. I love learning. I love, knowledge and doing all of that. And I come from a family of educators as well. And my little brother always says, oh, you think an education is expensive? Try ignorance.
Yeah.
You think investing and hiring a coach or a mentor is expensive? It is. And it's even more not to. You just don't know it because you're busy dying a death by 1,000 cuts every day of your life that you insult your own soul by not investing in yourself. And we all know it. That's the thing that kills me about this, is we all know it. We all know we're doing it. And we're just busy playing this game that's not what we're doing. So, I think that it's about saying, you know what? I will this to be. I will this forward. I do see it in my mind's eye. And I'm willing to commit to myself because I love myself enough. I'm choosing to love myself enough to give myself space and the support I need to see this thing born into the world. And it's really an act of love toward yourself. As I look back on it, every time I've tried to level up, or I've had an idea that I want to come forward, you know, in my mind, I think when I was first in my business, I thought I'm grinding and I'm endeavoring to be successful. But now what I realize is what I was really after is putting myself in a position in life where the woman I felt I was on the inside could be seen and recognized by the outside world. And it looked like a lot of work and a lot of willing it to be, a lot of school, a lot of try and fail and get up and try again. And through that process, I've had mentors that have helped me. And without them, I can tell you truly, I wouldn't be like, I don't think I would be here where I'm at. You know, I think I'd still be on my journey, but I certainly wouldn't be, certainly would not be doing this, right? I would be so far in the weeds of trying to figure it out on my own. Yeah. So
I said that to everybody yesterday. It's funny because, you know, I went to school, compare schooling, right? My University of Delaware that I went to school with a degree in marketing, minor in advertising. When I went to college, I still had a flip phone. Facebook like just came out. So great. That really helped me, right? But of course you go to school, of course you go to college, everybody does that. You're supposed to do that these days, right? Not everybody, of course, but I mean, like, it's this thing that's on a pedestal. And then, but our self-help and our mindset, like, guys, we're talking about 5-15 months for this thousands of dollars. The mentors that I have had, I promise you, I would not be up here right now if I didn't have them. That's exactly what I was saying. That's what I was telling everybody. And the thing about me is that when I literally didn't have the income, that's when I did it. That's when I personally did it, because I realized I need to make a radical change. And this is how I'm going to do it, because I'm not spending money. I'm investing in myself. And I'm saying, yes, I know that by putting this out right now, I get a bigger return on the back.
Yeah.
The business coach, all of that I had to do in order to get on the right track. Don't waste time. You can always make more money. You cannot make more time. And the thing is, time is a big, big asset. But the thing is, you're going to fall off. You're going to be sloppy. I would have fallen off. I would have been sloppy. I would not have made my dreams come true. I would not have given everything I have to my children. I would not have had changed the lives of all the clients that I have affected if I didn't say yes in the beginning. So that's like, that's just part of it. And I think that's so cool that you brought that up. So yeah, I mean, thank you so much. Like, I'm glad that we're together now in the same town.
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
We should do like a beach party, you guys, everybody that's watching. We should do some type of live event if we ever can get to do that down here and just hanging out at the beach. Yeah.
And we're going to let everybody here know about it. My goodness. But thank you so much for being here. Like, you're just such a powerful, successful woman. And I just think having the feedback that you had and sharing that about me just means the world. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, thank you so much for having me here. You're a blessing. And I just want to thank you really for coming in and I don't know, I just like to try to speak in metaphor about you. I just think that you have the ability to spread sunshine into the life of people. And I think that light and that warmth is an absolute prerequisite to growth. And look, I think if we don't, like, more than just the investing, more than saying yes, it's about finding the right person who has their heart in the right place. Because I've hired some really shitty mentors. You know, I've done it the wrong way too, you know, but what I think is so great about you is that you really do bless and you really do bring in that light. So I'm excited to move forward to see, you know, how your influence and that light that you're bringing, you know, waters and lights my little garden, and to see what's going to happen to all of the incredible people that you're working with their lives too, because you know it's going to be an ascension. It's just what is that going to look like? How is that new creation going to look and feel? And that is so much fun to witness. So thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. And I hope, no, I don't hope. I take that back. If you want something, you own it, right? You don't hope for it. So I know you're going to have an amazing, successul Sunday. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Yay. Okay. I'll see you. Bye, guys. It was great to meet you.
Bye, everybody. Wow. Like, seriously, this is probably the best successful Sunday ever. Thank you for everybody who is here, who is watching. Thank you again to the beautiful ladies, my past, client, Heather, one of my colleagues, I messed it up. Angela and Heather for being here. Again, if you are on that fence, you have until Tuesday. And Tuesday is because I love you. I want you to think about it. I want you to feel it, but I never want you to doubt yourself. And if you need clarity, if you need support, if you are scared, that's normal. You would be an alien if you were not nervous to saying yes to something new. But if you want that change, if you want to experience all those dreams that you're talking about and hit those goals, you need to work with somebody who has strategy, who can provide you structure, who can give you support and hold you accountable in a like-minded community of other women who are going to uplift you and inspire you and make sure that you see it through. Don't be a talker. Don't be a gonna, wanna, shoulda, gonna figure out trying. Say, I am. I am. I say yes to myself, right? So again, if you are somebody who says yes, claim it now, announce it to the world, put it in the comments, say, yes, you know what? I am doing this. I'm going to work with Cynthia as I set my goals, that I'm going to make sure that I just don't say, oh, I hope I get it done. We're going to make it very intentional. What do you want to achieve and why? And how do we work backwards to see all the steps so that we can create benchmarks that we can implement daily into our lives so that we actually get it done? And how do we do the inner work and clear everything so that that higher calling can come through us and actually emerge through into our physical reality? And how do we do it? By first taking care of ourselves and then impacting the world and leaving a legacy. First starting at home with our families and our children and our friends, then with our community, and of course with our clients as well. So if you are somebody that's like, you know what, I'm just tired of saying I'm going to, don't say it anymore. Own it. Own it. You got this. Get up. Get up. I'm here. I'm here to open my arms wide to you. I'm going to love you like you are a sister, but I'm also going to kick you in your butt like my client. That's what I'm known for doing. I will shake you with love, and I see your potential. That is what I've worked on. I am intuitive. You can call it psychic. It is. I can see your potential. I know what that looks like, and I can feel it more importantly than anything. Emotional connection is huge, and that is what you're going to have when you come here. You're going to be part of that family. You're going to become one with our hearts, and your vision is going to become mine, and I'm going to make sure that it comes true, that I'm going to help see it through. But you have to do the work. You have to do the work. I can't want it more than you. I cannot want it more than you. You have to want it. And just like Heather said, it's not about will it work. You know it's going to work. I put my heart and soul into this program. You can hear from some of my clients, 70 pounds, y'all. That's a big deal. Picking up in her first meditation, working together, getting it right. She's picking up on her clairaudience. She's seeing the intuition. She's seeing the synchronicities. Heather, the amount of success that this girl is going to have. I'm excited for the one-on-one work she's and I are going to be doing together. This is it. This is it. I promise on my end, I'm going to do the work. And just like we said, we made a contract with the universe. You just have to show up and do your side of the work. That's really what it's about. And Mandy, thank you, Mandy, for posting the other day that, she was sad that last night we didn't have homework, that we weren't getting together. I promise you in the spiritual success program, you're going to have a whole lot of homework, but it's not going to feel like work. It's going to be soul work. It's going to be growth. It's every single week. I don't want to just meet with you live, right? I'm going to make sure that you have things to implement daily so that you can notice the progress, you can see the evolution, you can track how you're doing, and that's how you get results. Again, this isn't just fluffy, let's hold hands, let's talk about what we want, and we're gonna just assume and it's gonna pop out of the air. This is it. This is actual work, again, by somebody who's doing it. I promise you, I'm always authentic with you. I promise I'm always going to be completely genuine, and I promise I'm always gonna lead by example. That's it. So again, let's talk about it real quick before we sign off today so we can all enjoy our successful Sundays. My boys are waiting for me by the pool. Again, I am taking phone calls. So if you need some clarity, let Megan know. Connect with Megan. Megan's here. She is here to answer questions, to get you on calls. If you're on that fence, let me help you decide if it's yes, if it's no. I'll be super honest with you. If I don't think it's a good fit, I'll let you know. And I'm not, it's just going to be a two-way conversation. I am attracting women in this group, as you can see, that are high level, who want to, really have a difference and understand that it's going to take effort. Okay. So if it's not a good fit, I'll let you know. But if don't walk away not knowing. I want you, when you decide that on Tuesday, if it's a yes or if it's a no, that you are comfortable, that you own and claim that decision. Okay. The thing is, it has to be a yes or has to be a no. You can't stay on the fence. There is no gray area when it comes to success. You are or you aren't. You're working at it or you're not, right? And so you just have to remember, every single thing that you do matters. Every single day matters. Every single thing that you put towards and out matters, okay? So just remember that. So if you're somebody who needs clarity, let me know. Remember, tomorrow we are having our Metaphysical Mindset Monday. I'm going to bring it to you like never before. Also, reach out to Megan, let her know, damn it, I realize these are the things I need to work on, and tell her, because I'll preach about it. I'll put it up here on Monday so I can help you get through those breakthroughs. Tuesday, come meet me live on Zoom. Yeah, it's going to be interactive. I'm going to be on a conference call with all of you. I'm going to be answering any questions that you have about the Spiritual Success Program, about what you can expect in it, how we're going to customize it for you. That's going to be a group session. So make sure you come and join that, because Tuesday at midnight, it is going to be coming down. Okay, so one more time, it is a 6-month program. If I could make it 12 years, I would, but I'm going to start you off with 6 months. 6 months of radical change, 6 months of success. Okay. It's going to be 6 months where we meet every single week. We're going to be live and Zoom. Everything will be recorded for you in case you miss it. We'll start every single session reviewing what happened the week before and really going over the homework, the takeaways, and questions that came up. Okay. Then we will kind of have like a lecture style where I'm going to be teaching about what we have. You are going to have workbooks. Screw workbook. It's almost like a textbook at this point. There's hundreds of pages now that I'm having to help break down with you. Because again, I don't want you taking a million notes when we're together like this, because you're going to not pay attention. I did the work for you. You're going to fill in the blanks. You think the worksheets here were cool this week? I got nothing on what actually went into this. I told you guys, this is my heart. This is my soul. I put everything I possibly have into this program to help shine my light in order to change the lives of others. Okay. This is the real deal. And so you're going to have your worksheets. You're going to have the group, the community, all the like-minded women who invested in the same program as you, who said yes to themselves. You'll have access to that. And every single day, myself, Megan, and my team will be going in there looking for any questions so that you're never left a day without answering. On the weekends, we might be in and out a little bit, but definitely Monday through Friday, we are always there, because you should be celebrating your weekends if you're able to, right? I mean, I love me a successful Sunday for a reason. The other things that you can expect is, look, we're going to be talking about what it means to live in your power. And it is going to be very centered towards entrepreneur women and CEOs because of the mindset work that goes into it. But regardless if you have a business or not, we're not going to be talking about business exactly. We're going to be talking about what it means to run an effective leadership role in your life. So that applies to everybody, even if you don't own your business. It's about being the visionary of your life. It's about calling the shots. It's about getting it done and actually being successful, right? So running your life almost like it's like a business. You can't have excuses or you're going to fail. You're going to burn out. And it's okay if you fail, because that's something we're going to talk about too. I'm telling you, Yoda, okay, I got a bunch of little boys, they love Star Wars. But one of the things that Yoda says is that, you know, the thing about masters is that they have literally failed more times than the newbies even have tried. That's part of your story. We're going to talk about failure. We're going to talk about forgiveness. We're going to talk about creating space. We're going to talk about your goals and how you're actually going to achieve them. We're going to talk about universal laws. Again, a law is a law. It is consistent and it works for everybody the same way, but you're probably not even aware of these laws. And if they're not in your awareness yet, then you could possibly have them working against you. I want them working for you. So we're going to break down the 7 main laws and how to implement them into your life. Okay. We're going to figure out what that purpose is. We're going to talk about that bigger calling, and we're going to clear energetically through understanding the chakra system and how to utilize that and put that into practice every day. How that higher calling, that thing in your heart, and that idea that you have over and over again, it starts inside you, but are you making the room for it to come out and creating the space around you to actually have come through? That is what we're going to be accomplishing. And of course, the big step of that, and it's a small part of it, is the discipline of your meditation. I'm going to check on you. We're going to have accountability every single day, Monday through Monday. So like literally the whole time of the program, every single day, you will be checked in on to see if you did your meditation. 20 minutes or less. It may be 5. But do it. You have to do the work, okay? We're going to be checking in on you, and that's a big part of it. And we're going to celebrate that. We're going to celebrate like no other. You think we celebrate in the Spiritual Success Sorority, it's Spiritual Success Program. The celebrations are insane. We like to pop champagne. We like to cheer you on. And you're going to have a team of women who are your posse. They're going to be your girl group. They're going to help you through everything because you're going to be there helping them also. So again, if you are somebody that is claiming your spot, is saying yes, you can go down to the link below that Heather is posting for you now. You're going to look at what's included as one more time. You're going to go and see, yes, I am in. You're going to put your name, your email, and you're going to choose if you are doing the payment plan at $550 a month for 6 months, or you're going to do the pay in full, which is going to be 10% off. You're also going to get the recorded guided meditation, very similar to the one that we had on day 4 of the session. And also you're going to have a one-on-one session with yours truly. I'm going to be working with you in my intuitive gifts to really help paint this picture, to help customize this experience for you and answering any all questions that you have. That's a big part of it. Again, everybody in the program is going to have a one-on-one at some point where we halfway really to make sure that we are on the right path, that you're happy with how it's going, that you can give me feedback. And I'm definitely, going to be giving you feedback on what I feel you can improve on. I am not necessarily your friend. I am your sister. I am somebody that will tell you what you need to hear. And it's because that's how you grow, okay? I'm not gonna be super lovey-dovey on you. It's because I am super loving of you that I'm gonna help you see it through. And that means holding you accountable, because that's how we get shit done, okay? And that's what this whole entire program is about. And it's not just getting it done in 6 months. It's about creating healthy habits that are going to help you through transformation throughout your entire life, okay? So again, I'm very, very excited to be offering this. You have until Tuesday. At Tuesday, the doors will be closed. Anybody that says yes by Tuesday, that is it. We're not enrolling again until probably closer to the holidays. So you're going to have months of wondering, should I have done it? Would I did it? What am I missing out on? You'll have to deal with that. And that's part of it, right? That's part of being accountable. It's yes or it's no. There's no gray in between. And you have to feel comfortable with whatever it is. So if you are somebody that's really nervous, that's okay. That's normal. But what story are you telling yourself that you can't have this? Heather just said a ton about that. Why are you not claiming what you want? You can just have it. You can just have it. Start now. Start now by having this change, by saying yes. Congratulations again to Tanya. I know she's joining us. I know that Katie's joining us. Everybody else that's coming in, we're super excited to be working with you. The link is there for you. Anything you need, make sure you connect on a call, okay? I'm here to help you. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you haven't. No, I keep saying that. I want you to own your successful Sunday today. What better way to celebrate Successful Sunday than saying yes to yourself? And it all starts here. Anything you need from me, make sure you connect to Megan. She's a huge help as part of this journey. And in the meantime, I want you to acknowledge it, which you have. You embraced it. This is the answer. Now do something about it and see it through. Bye, everybody. Bye, Successful Souls. Have a wonderful weekend.